Hello guys and welcome back to another car mechanic simulator video. Um, I don't know which one I'm gonna probably do today. Probably the bonfire. Um, let's go to the barn and look for vehicles. Just probably two vehicles will be good. And plus, we can search through what we need to just to see if there's like a case or anything. Let's look and see. I'm just looking and seeing if there's like a case or anything, because sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. And I just found me a call. Ooh, that's a nice one too. $22,000, which is not bad, but let's keep it on looking. Alright, okay. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Um, Ooh, see what I found, guys. I found me a case. Alright, and another call. Okay, the bolt. Ooh, okay, that's. I know it's that much, but we're gonna get it. Because it's one of those calls that. Okay, we we can get this one. Yep, we will definitely get this one. The DC Typhoon. That's what we are gonna get. Alright, I think that is all that we can get. Let's go back to our garage and let's repair the DC Tycoon. Um, yeah. Uh, DC Typhoon. Alright, so let's get at it. I'm gonna raise the car up once. So I know. You know what? Actually, guys, we need to let's move it to a wash station here. Let's wash it up. That's pretty nice. Let's do the interior. Alright, let's move it back. Alright, we can now work on repairing the parts here. Remove the license plate. Uh, Somewhat like the bumper. Alright. Some cards like this are pretty cool to do. Like, and that is a gas. Alright. Let's now grab our welder here and do. Ooh, that's quite a bit of work there, but I can deal with it. Alright, let's get the interior. Alright, now let's get out of the like, that food. Okay, let's work on. Let's get the interior first. Ready? Let's now put the interior in. Alright, the interior is now 100%. We can look at it now. Yep, frame is 100, interior is 100. Now, I like the body. Wow, there's like not much to take off here. Um, let's go to bodywork. Yeah, there's not much at all. Alright, let's put stuff back on here. I actually like, we can, you know what? When we get the um, frame, everything on, we can move it over to our paint station, and then we are going to respray it. Um, I need a new license plate here. Let's go to your license plate. Alrighty. Let's move that back real quick. And last license plate, and now we can get out of build. Let's move over to our paint shop. Now, let's see. Paint color. Ooh. We're gonna leave it that color, but we're gonna do it metallic. Yep, definitely metallic. Cool. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Mm. Money to waste here, so there we go. That actually looks pretty good. Um, yeah. Alright, let's return this call back to our current one. I actually like this color right here. Now, we are gonna work on the bottom of the car, then the carriage. Alright, I want to take off all the wheels. Now, we can work from there. Um, there we go. I just had to switch to the other. Alright, let me now. I haven't done one of these cars in a little bit. So, just done the one cars with the all four brakes on. So we can work out this. Okay, get the gas pump out here. Everything that goes with the car, I'm taking out. We will work on. We will take out the engine, but we will have to do that fast after I get everything out. Alright, that's done. Alright. Um, is now. And we gotta take off the drive shaft. Okay. Alright. Let's take out the starter here. Alright. We need to take off the wheels. I'm just gonna take off all the wheels and everything else. Because it helps a ton. It really does. But sometimes I want to do a little bit at a time, and then sometimes I want to do it all at once. So that's what we are going to do is everything at once. Alright. Sometimes like I upgraded the wrench so we can take off parts a little bit quicker. Wow, like everything's like almost gone, like rusted down to almost nothing. Okay. Alright. This alright. That is now complete there. When I get done here, I'll separate those so we can deal with them. Alright, let's take off the front sway bar. Alright, that's that completely. Alright, we can now finish the bottom here. Let's lower the car now. Oh, well, I think I need to drain the oil here. Let's move this over so I don't have to move it over later. Move this. Then let's drain the oil. It was nothing. Alright, move that back. And lift up the hood. Okay. And let's pull on out. Now, for here. Ooh. You know what? We gotta buy the fuse box first, and then we can replace everything when we get it. Alright. Buy the buy the fuse. Alright. I'm gonna buy a few of these, like 4 of each. Probably 6 of each. Let's do 6 of each here. Okay. Because I don't know how much I need of either, like each one of these. So, yeah. Alright. Now we can replace the fuse box. And that's why I did the fuse box first. Because I had no clue how many I needed of each one. I really didn't know. So I'm glad I did what I did there. Alright. Can now there is the fuse box done. The fuse box was like mainly on top of everything, so that's why I did the fuse box first. So I'm gonna get rid of what I need to have right here, and then I'll be back. Alright, there we go. That's done. Let's separate the front, the shots here, the front shots, and then we can work our way up from there. Oh yeah, we need to install the engine. It's like everything's there except the uh, engine head and whatnot. That's let's replace the body here, and then we can work. Okay. First thing first that I'm gonna. Oh wait, I'm missing a few things here. Huh? I don't see what I'm mi- Oh, I know what I'm missing now. the side windows. There we go. Anything else? No, I don't need those. Okay, now I'm gonna work on the wheels. It looks like all of them are the same size. So I'm gonna just separate one of them, and then we can, because that's all I need is one tire. The reason why is because I can buy all four tires that are the same, because all of them are the same size, and that's all I need is just one tire. Let's go back. Let's go to here. Let's go to, okay. We need 225s, 65, 17. Alright, we need four of them. We need 17s. We need 225, 65, and there's that. Now, time for the rim. The rims. 17s. The rims was a lot cheaper than the tires. That's for sure. Let's install all four of them. We need to install every single one of them. And then we can balance them. Let's not do that one. Now we can go over to what's left and just sell those. Now we got the tires done, we can balance them and get those done. That's one tire done. That's two. That's three tires. And one last one. Alright. That's all four tires completely done. Now, alright. So that's work on buy all these. Alright, let's now go to our shop here. The rim. Alright, we can now two of those. Okay, we bought everything there. Now, can. Sorry about how fast I'm going selling those, but we are trying to just get everything bought and everything sold at the same time. Like all the old parts, I can just sell them after I buy them all. Like these are gonna take a while to sell. Now, go to our shop here. Let's buy everything. Okay. Alright. We need 12 of these. Good. Sometimes I look and see which ones I bought and which ones I did not. Alright, we did the auto. Small. We need 4. And for the leaf, uh, alright. Just about done here. Okay, got all those bought. Now, one more. Gotta buy those two. And alright, we can now lift the car back up. And we can work on the car. Alright, since that is on now, worry about the tires now. Tire. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. That's that side done. Now, Okay. Sometimes it's hard to get these lined up. Alright. Finish the leaf here. Now, there we go. There's the tie on. Alright, just a minute. Alright, so I went in and bought the fuel tank and a starter, so we can actually add that real quick. Fuel tank here, fuel pump. Alright, there we go. The back is now complete. All I like doing now is the front. That is all I like doing. Alright. And then after, so I'm gonna wait until I complete the engine to like get everything like done and then okay. You guys have been enjoying me playing Comic Camp Simulator, and I have realized that from you guys, just from me just relaxing and talking to you, it just helps me out. It really does. It also helps you guys out just to get through your day. Um, we gotta re-put those back together. So we let's go and do that right now. So we can actually put them on. Okay. This car is actually really cool to like rebuild, and who knew that one simple car will be like this cool to redo. Alright, the tire is next. Alrighty, that is that side complete now. Oh well, I need to add the rubber bushings in here, and we can finally see. Alright, there's all four of these now completely in. Now I can work on the part of the wheels. The last wheel to be put on, and then we can go from there. Hmm. we can go from there. So after I get the wheels done, we will go into the other room and we will get the engine completed. Alright. Aha. The wheel hub bearing is missing. And what else? Front, the upper suspension. Now we can work on the wheel. There we go. Okay. That's done. Now we can go in here. After that's, I'm gonna sell all these parts here, and I'll be back. Alright, let's open our case here. Let's see what we got between all 5 of these cards. We got more CR credits, and then we got more XP. That's pretty good. Okay, we okay. Everything is now done. Let's take off everything here. Let's work away like from top up here, top down. All right. There's a fan off. Oh, it's holding. Oh, it's a clip. That's holding it on. All right. Quite a bit here. See, I knew there was a few parts missing. Gotta take every one of these bars out and replace them all. Okay. The side's almost completed. Alright. Alright. Let's take off the spark plugs now. The exhaust. Right. Now we can work on the engine head. Right? Yeah. Alright. There's that part off. Let's take off the oil filter. Now we can work on the next engine head. Shouldn't take that long to do because like mainly all the parts that are gone missing. Yeah. Okay. Last one. Alright. Just about done. Taking off the engine head. Few screws here. There's the engine head. Now we can work on the front. We can work on the front now. Okay. Front is really simple to take off. Get the alternator off here. The, as many times have I used that spray, like it's I've been using that spray quite a bit, guys. Alright, now let's work on. That's why there was no oil because there was no oil pan. Alright, there's those two. Okay, next, I'm just gonna try and get this done here, and then yeah, while you guys sit back and watch me, just or while I sit back and do while you guys watch. Some of these pistons are like really black. Like I mean black. And we can take off the clutch here. And the flywheel. And then crankshaft. And then the bar. Alright. Now we turn that back. That done. Alright. We got at least 5 pages here. That's gonna take quite a while. Okay, that's quite a bit there. Come on, mark one more of those. Wow. Okay, we got quite a bit here. Hmm, yeah. The spark plugs. That's, um, we need to mark just one spark plug here. That's going hug. There we go. Let's go back. Let's go to electricity. Spark plug. No. Buy eight of those. Oh, um, hey, some of these like ignition that can be bought there. I bought the spark plug, ignition coil, and a volt. Okay. Looks like everything is bought in the electrician part. The wires, I can just, you know what, wires here, go, ignition coil, go, can't forget the alternator. Alternator, get off the list here. Ignition, that can go off the list because I'm just trying to find everything that is in the um the ignition tap can go. Okay, everything can now be bought in the car parts. The engine block can go definitely because I already bought that. That's for sure. I'm not sure about most of this. See how many 8 of these. Okay. Okay. Like, if I buy a multiple, that's fine. Need 16. Whoa. And five. Okay, let's get now on the pistons. 3 of those. I'm probably buying multiple of everything. But we are on a tight schedule today. Need 16. Okay, let's go back to here. Put everything back together now. Probably bought multiple of everything, but we can we have not bought. Um, Now clutch. Okay, we bought all that now. Put that in. And that's all good to go. I'm just trying to work on the top first and then we can go from there. Okay. We knew that one part can add multiple parts put in. Okay. I'm working on one part at a time so we can get that done. And then one side at a time. That's what I meant. So we can that going. Right, and then, oh, engine head cover. Okay. Did not clear the list? Let's clear the list, and then let's add that part on, and let's buy that part now. Yeah, now I got this side complete. Let's work on the ignition, and we can. Alright, trying to get the top done, and we can work on the bottom when we get the chance to. Okay. Shit, so quick. Alright. Okay. By email. Okay. It's going so quickly that we can actually get stuff done almost immediately. Okay. Now those are done. Now the wires are done. Now add top here. Alright, there's that done. Now I can just flip it over to the bottom half now and get these put on. And we can work on the front. Alright, last one of those. Now the oil pan. Okay, oil pan is on. Now let's rotate it back. Now we can work on the front. Okay, put on power steering pump here, water pump, water pump pulley, crankshaft pulley, which is alright. Let's put on the 16 belt, and let's put on the other 16 belt. Then the fan. That is now complete. A full completed engine. Rear built. Yeah, it's rebuilt and all the parts are brand new. Now we can take it off the mount here. We can go and install it and install. That is one complete engine. Let's move that back, and then let's put down the hood. And then we can almost, the car's almost complete. All I lack is mostly main parts here. Okay, get the drive shaft in. Okay, the drive shaft is in now. Let's get the exhaust spot. Oil and can go. Oh, okay. And that's the exhaust spot and put on. Alright. Now we can put the card down and add the top part on. The top in. Okay, let's get in here and mark everything that we need. Okay, I don't see the ABS thing, which means we don't need it in this call. which is a bit strange. Okay. Um. Alright. Now. Alrighty. There is that put. Everything is now put in here. Everything is done. Let's get out of build mode. Let's take and fill up everything. Alright. I make sure. Yeah, put in the oil now. And the power steering. Now and relax the radiator fluid, the coolant. Alright, everything is now. Alright, put the hood down. Make sure everything is 100% now. Let's sell the car and get our money's worth. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, turn notifications, and leave a like, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.